marriage, love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. This I'll tell you, brother, you can't have one with...
Hey everybody, this is Dave, and I'm here with my wife Jewel.
Hi.
And we're here for, I guess, what, the January edition of Married with Airsoft, huh?
Yep.
It's New Year.
Almost.
New Year, almost. Well, yeah, when we're filming it, but by the time I see it, it should be New Year, because I'm not posting on...
Yay, New Year!
Hangover Day. So, I guess we'll just start off. I guess this year was really great, guys, and we wanted to give you guys a personal thank you with the hiccups. A personal thank you for making this year so great. I mean, we started off kind of small, right? I mean, it wasn't big, was it?
This last year?
No, when we started off, yeah. We didn't...
I don't know, like everything changed this year. Like everything changed this year. I don't know what it was, but, and all for the better. Mm-hmm. Because it's, we don't judge our success on our numbers at the field because that's really not a good way to look at it. We usually judge based on how happy the players are when they leave. Mm-hmm. And the games that we had this year, and it was all year, we had some really good ones that were just like nothing's...
Well, I don't even know nothing was like it. I think our highlights this year, I gotta say probably my favorite game was our 2-day op that we did for Warfighter with Chris Bast from Warfighter Airsoft and Chad Gertchie. That was a great game. I think we all had a good time on that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Then what did we, 3 months off from that, and then
Zombicide was my favorite, obviously.
And then there was Zombicide. That was our next game. That was a great time, and both games were really well sponsored. So I mean, you know, a big special thanks to our sponsors: Dog Tag, Airsoft GI, Lancer, Elite Force. That's the E word I was looking for. Mm-hmm. Hope Cliff doesn't see this; he'll be mad. But we had a really good year this year. I think it was quite awesome. And then was our big thing too is we hit 1,000 likes on Facebook finally. Mm-hmm. And that was all of a sudden, that came out of nowhere. I think by the time we went in July, we were at like 300 likes. It wasn't a lot at all.
We've had retailers out to the field.
Mm-hmm.
Summer and Spencer's was out last weekend in our last game.
Summer and Spencer's is out there now. We're making good friends across the industry, and
we have some really great upcoming games too that are planned. We're actually, like, the whole team is looking forward to even games that aren't in ARC. There's going to be a bunch of great ones in Northern California over the next year. So
you'll see our team out there a lot. So what do you want to do? You want to do what we got coming up in January real quick, or do you want to get into what this is right here?
Why don't you talk about the upcoming game first?
Okay. Sorry, Carl, you're going to have to wait. So, starting off in January, we're going to be starting our COD, which is Called to Duty, not Call of Duty, because that would be a copyright infringement. So we'll be starting our game series based on Call of Duty Ghosts. It's going to be a 3-part series for the Milsim aspect of it. And we're going to stick to some of the storyline, but honestly, like a lot of our games, it's dictated by you guys, the players. So we might be like, oh, I got this, I played through the game, I know what's going to happen. No, you don't. Because whatever happens with the forces going at each other, then that's kind of going to be where it's going to be where you guys take it. So you kind of get a chance to be the star of your own action video game, which is kind of cool, I think. Yeah. Then what we're doing that we haven't done before is we are actually going to keep score on this one, so we have a clear winner at the end. So those of you that have a competitive streak in you, you're going to love this. But here's how this works. I'm not just going to score off the Milsim games because I understand, Jewel understands, Jags understands that not everybody is into Milsim. Some of you guys like to just go out there and shoot each other.
Sometimes it's just fun to show up and shoot stuff.
So that's our first-person skirmish day, or our first-person shooter days, which is our skirmish days. We have 2 of them during the series. We have the January one and the March one, because in February, baby, tell them what we're doing.
What are we doing in February?
Really?
What are we doing in February?
That one game where you're going to...
Can we announce that later?
No, because we're just going to do a little quarterly.
I'm just messing with him. We're totally doing a good game in February. It's going to be Dave versus Jewel.
And we're calling it Operation Domestic.
And that's why I was teasing him, because I'm going to be teasing him leading up to that game a lot, because I'm going to have a bunch of people on my side, and we're going to do a versus.
You're married, you're always
and
teasing.
I've already got people signing up for my side, so, yeah.
So the backstory on it, and we'll go into it more later, but the joke is, we're calling it Operation Domestic Disturbance, and we're going, because of that name, actual domestic disturbances aren't that funny. We're going to be donating a portion of the proceeds to a local women's shelter.
Yeah.
And we'll go more into that as we get closer to the
Well,
game.
let me just say a disclaimer real quick, because I've been telling everybody, the reason that we're doing it, I want to tell people that domestic violence is still a problem today in this country, and a lot of people don't realize we have it really good in America. overall, I mean, we have great relationships. We have everything that we need, but there are still families that have major problems, and when that happens, a lot of the issues are financial. When you see instances of abuse in a home, it's because of finances that the woman won't leave, and that can result in death. You know, I mean, it's horrible to say that, but it is. Domestic violence is still an issue in this country, and it's going to keep being an issue. So everybody needs to know that it exists, and they need to know to look out for it. So that's why we're doing it to put that out there. Dave and I have a great relationship. We get along like best friends, and we always, I mean,
buddies and stuff.
we're buddies and
Right.
stuff.
So we're gonna do that, but what we're gonna do too, the backstory's gonna be a little bit fun. It's gonna be where I guess more along the lines of I screwed up for Valentine's Day. Jules leaving and wants half. So some of our objectives are going to be based on a lot of different things. We are going to cut the field in half. I'm not drawing that chalk line. I was going to Jags. I'm not doing it. But
I'll do it. You make me do it anyway.
That's true. Or we can make Manuel do it.
We're both going to be fighting for assets.
But anyway, and we're going to have assets. Like we're going to have things like the remote control and cars. It's going to be fun. You guys are going to have a good time. And it's going to be a lot of...
There's a big difference between reality and fantasy. And for the
Right.
fantasy aspect of it, we could just
So
have a good time with
so
it.
that's our big game. And I think later on in the year, we're also going to have a Lancer appreciation game up here in NorCal. We're still hammering out the details, and they're going to come up, and you get a chance to meet the guys from Lancer. And then we'll see towards June, I guess right around the times the kids get off school, we're going to do, I think I want to do a 2-day. We'll do a summertime before it gets too freaking hot, 2-day op. And so we're going to do a Milsim one. So if you guys can't make some of the bigger games like Lion Claw, I shouldn't say that. We have to edit out that thing. If you can't make other bigger games, though, that are national level Airsoft games, we're going to try and host one here, and that'll also be industry backed. So we have a lot coming up for the first half of the year. It's going to be great. And then we're going to be making some field improvements throughout the year, and it's going to surprise and delight me and a few other players. We're going to have a good time with it, and you know exactly where I'm going with this. So
Yeah, I do.
we got a lot of things coming up for you guys.
All right, so done with that.
Let's
do your thing.
What's
You gotta
this?
reveal
Are we
it.
going to do a review? No, we're not going to do a review. This, because we had 1,000 likes on Facebook.
We just
Carl
decided
and-
because we wanted to, we were going to give something away. We didn't promise. We just said, hey,
We just
you
said,
know
hey,
what?
surprise raffle.
People rock, and they totally liked us, and we should just give something away because we can.
So we did the raffle without telling anybody. And Carl McGeever, or MacGyver, I'm sorry, brother, if I screwed up your name. I like MacGyver. It was a great show. You're probably too young to remember it, so I'm going to call you Mac. So Mac gets a brand new, fully licensed polymer Knights Armament Lancer Tactical gun. That came all jacked up, but it's by Lancer Tactical, made of all polymer, fully licensed by Knights Armament, and this thing is great. I don't want to flag you. There's nothing in this. I would never.
Here, let me move this out of the way.
Yeah, move that out of the way. That's just a box. So, this is an awesome little gun. I like this. It comes with everything that you're going to need to get this gun on the field.
Can you see it?
Guys, can you
in
see
the
it?
video?
Jackson,
Yeah.
in the video?
You can see it.
This is great. You've got the Lancer Tactical tray on one, or the Lancer Tactical marking on one side. You've got the Knights Armament little hologram sticker. It comes with a PEC box, an 8.4, a 500 round, I believe.
Folding stock.
A 500 round high cap. Folding stock, and this is actually, I'm surprised because it's polymer, but there's absolutely no wiggle on this stock at all. It's actually, as opposed to some of the other entry level guns they have, Jags, this one actually feels a lot more like, this feels a lot more like like an actual polymer that you'd find on.
It's a
on
great
guns.
gun for Carl, but it'll probably be a great gun for anybody who's just, you know,
I'm
smaller
thinking-
size person.
I'm
That'd be a
thinking-
great gun for them because it
You
folds up
want
so
to
small.
see? Because, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm
See,
thinking.
look at this would be comfortable on the field, even for a younger player. Obviously,
Even fold it up. There you go, baby.
it's. I mean, I
That looks good on you. We
I
should
need a
have one.
hand grip right
Oh,
here.
it comes with one of those.
Yeah, kinda.
Does it come with a hand
It
grip?
does.
It comes with a vert grip, yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, so
So it comes with a hand grip.
regardless, Carl's gonna get this. We're gonna have it the January 11th game for him, so you can pick it up there.
That's just our way of saying thank you, guys. I mean, you were all in it. Everybody that liked us on Facebook was in the raffle. You guys just didn't know there was going to be one.
And we'll do that again next time.
Mhm.
We'll probably pull another one. You always start getting enough
What,
likes,
500
and then
maybe,
we'll just
maybe?
be like, "Oh, look at all that!" And then we'll just pick somebody who's. But
Actually-
it can be anybody on the list, right?
I think for the 2,000, if we hit 2,000 likes, I think before June. I think before 2,000, if we hit 2,000 likes before June, what do you think, babe? We should do one of their metal ones, because I think by then, Lancer's going to have out their new metal M4, the LT12.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's the metal AK, or there's a metal version of this. I think we should do a
I'm
metal
with
gun.
it.
I'm
I'm
thinking,
with it.
so guys, spread the word. We hit 2,000 likes, and we will do another raffle for a
Give it
metal
away,
gun. And it's full metal. It'll be awesome. So guys, we'll see you out on the field. Our next game is January 11th, which is the opening to Call of Duty Geists, or Call to Duty Geists. And we will see you there. We're going to open the gates at 8. We're going to start registration at 8:30. So those of you that get your mom and dad's come to drop you off, tell them, Mom and Dad, I can't register till 8:30. Joel needs your coffee. It's important.
Yeah, I won't open registration until I'm good and ready. So.
Okay, and
Set up your stuff, set up your tent, set up your table, whatever you want to do, but don't come harass me until it's time to open.
Don't tell him harass. It's just Paul can't count really well. He's infantry, so it's 1, 2, 10.
God, really?
Yeah, and I'm too lazy to do
Okay.
it, and we're busy. So, guys, 8:30 we'll open registration, and we will see you on the field.